Hey, Shema Krima? Am I saying that right? Shema Krima. Welcome to the 3BWAXING show. Welcome, Esthetician Central. Welcome back to the 3BWAXING show. Welcome, Pure Opulence Experience. Welcome to the 3BWAXING show. How are you guys doing? How is your Wednesday going? No, I'm a little later than usual, our usual time. I was at the salon later today, a lot going on, but we're on. So, and I'm excited about this topic. A lot of good things. So, how you doing? welcome. Yeah, it's pronounced Shima. Thank you. Hopefully I said that right. Shima. Welcome to the 3BWAXING show. Thank you. I am doing well. Good. I'm glad you're doing well. Thank you. Yeah, today was a good day. A lot of good things happening. If you have been watching the lives, you know that I'm moving locations, and little hiccups come up, but they've been getting taken care of. So that's a blessing. So there's been blessings all around. And I feel like my clients have just had a lot of blessings as well. So, yeah, it's just been a lot of blessings all around for a lot of people. So, good. So I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to get into the announcements first. So, first announcements is that tomorrow I will be doing any orders for exfoliating pads from last week Thursday to tonight will go out tomorrow. I just got the labels in, so I'll be sending out those tomorrow. That's what I plan on doing before I go into the salon. Second announcement is the mini course for estheticians is open for enrollment right now, and it's on sale. It's $597 versus the $997, and it's basically everything you need to know to start attracting clients if you have a salon suite or if you're about to go into a salon suite. I was really thinking about, how somebody will find value with this course, and it's all the stuff that I had to do when I first started and what works. Like, you kind of want somebody to walk you through what actually works. So how to set up your booking system and make it work. And just being walked through that whole process. Setting up your price lists and knowing what to put on it and what works for marketing standpoint. Another part of the mini course welcome to the room, the invasive nurse. Another part of the mini course that I added was, I don't know why I'm so distracted today. It's just a lot going on. Another part is networking with people around you. So I go into, trading with services with other people. When you go into a salon suite, how to market to the people who work in the salon with you. I did something that really worked that I share in the mini course. Leaning into your personal connection. So getting your family and friends to pay your services. I created a part in there that's the Side Hustle Chronicles, and there I'm going to talk about what I did basically when I was in college, when I would wax people, when I was in school, when I would wax people I knew, and how that's helped me. And then there's a part in the mini course about following up. Following up will keep your books full. and how to follow up where you're not annoying or you're like salesy, showing your clients you care. So I just go through all that stuff in depth, and I'm excited this year because I've really made it about the videos, or I made more videos on it in the course. And I think sometimes that we need, especially when you're starting out your business or starting out on your own as an esthetician or just being an esthetician, hearing other people, hey Marie, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Hearing other people's story builds your confidence. So that's what I'm doing with the mini course, is, helping build people's confidence through what I've done. Because I think if you see other people do it and like, that it's possible, it just helps. So the mini course open for enrollment. You can enroll now, and then it will start April 15th. I picked April 15th because tax day kind of seems like a rough day, like, tax day. So something good will start on tax day. Yeah, so you can check that out if you click the link in the bio. And so that is really the only announcements I have for you today. So today's topic is esthetician education, because it's Wednesday, and going into things to master before going to employee to salon suite. So if you are thinking about going into a salon suite, some of the things that I got good at before I left and have really served me being on my own. So let's get started. So I'll introduce myself. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. And so you remember, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. I am Becca, your pro waxer and skin therapist since 2010. I help people remove unwanted hair, acne, discoloration, ingrowns through chemical peels and full body waxing done in Orange County, California. I have my own product line, which is my exfoliating pads. That is the acne and ingrown pads and the fruit enzyme pads that have been sold in the US, the UK, Canada, and the UAE. The acne and ingrown pads and the fruit enzyme pads are chemical exfoliants. They're good for sensitive skin. And actually on Tuesday, we talked about the fruit enzyme pads, and it's up on YouTube actually right now. I also help estheticians start their own product line, start their own salon suite, help them attract clients, and then help them get better at waxing. Because I used to be a regional trainer for a large wax franchise. If you are wanting to stay connected with me, I do have a attract clients freebie. I also email that list pretty often. I didn't do it today. I didn't get a chance to do it today. Hey class, classy or class yellow. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. If you want to stay connected with me, you can click the link in the bio, and then it's the last button. It's the professionals, courses and classes for professionals. Click that button, and then you go to the second button on the next page. That is going to, or it's the first button on the next page, sorry. It's going to be the Attract Clients Guide. And then you can download that for free, and that will help you with attracting clients. And I have a receipt or a review from an esthetician who used it, and she was able to book a women's conference. I think it's a women's conference speech or something. So those tips will help you attract clients, and then it'll also keep you staying connected. So that's all I got for the intro. Hey, I'm Massage for LA. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. So let's get into it. I think that's all the announcements. Oh, and if you know this information will help someone, please share at the bottom. There is a little like a paper airplane. You can share it there. Hey. Welcome. So the first thing I want to talk about is, if you are an employee somewhere and you are going to open up your own salon suite or go on your own, you do want to, welcome to the 3B Waxing Show, L. You do want to get these things down. The four thing, I'm going to talk about 4 things that I think are important. And somebody asked me this question a while ago, and I really agree. Like, if you really get these things down, it's going to help you wherever you go. So the first one is, number 1, is you got to get good at retail. If you work at places that are big in retail and stuff, hey Maria, welcome to the 3BWAXING show. You get the benefit of learning how to retail all the time, but if you're going on your own and you have the skill of retail, then you're always going to be able to make more income because, well, you'll make more income because you won't just have the service that you're relying on. You'll have you have a product that will add to your ticket. But on top of that, why am I blinking? Y'all, it's just been a long day. Woo, I am so blanking. I think I need water. Low key, I had cookies today and like a whole bag of cookies and for breakfast. I think that's my problem. But so sorry, I'm a little delayed. But you do want to do retail. So where I worked before, I was really good at retail. I was a top retail, thank you. You know how you just like when the day is just I had a great day, don't get me wrong. It's a lot. But I was a top retailer for a company, and one thing about having retail, even if you go out on your own and if you don't buy inventory, and say you do drop shipping with a company, you are helping your clients in another way. So if you don't have retail, definitely, start saving for it or start planning to have some type of retail, because you want your clients to do their at-home care. That was a big thing that I learned when I was working for someone else, is that you can't expect to serve a client in the room and then let them go and buy products elsewhere that may not go with your service. So having retail is another way to serve your client, as well as it's another way to make income. So get good at retailing. And the thing I used to tell people when I train them, hey Tony, welcome to the 3BWAXING show, welcome back. The thing I used to tell people when I would train them is that you're just educating. That's all you're really doing. Hey Nurse Jazz, welcome to the 3BWAXING show. That's what retail is educating on products. And it's always going to happen. So like I sell products on live. But what I do on live is I'm just educating. That's all it is. So just get good at educating your clients on what they need, how they can get better results, those kind of things. And that's how you're going to improve on retail. Hey, QB Candy, welcome to the 3BWAXING show. So that's the first one, master retail. The second one is rebooking. Get good at rebooking your clients. And this is something I've talked about many times, but I talked about it I have the ebook, The 20 Ways to Be the Best at Your Esthetician Job / Dominate the Spa Industry. And that ebook's on 3BWAXING.com. But I was good at retail, and there was another girl who was really good at rebooking clients. And so what I did was I was like, I can teach you, talk to you about how I retail and go over it. And then she taught me what she did to rebook clients. And it helped me a lot. Because people were wanting to come back to me, but I wasn't making it that important to rebook, if that makes sense. So one thing I learned was to figure out people's schedule. When I sometimes I get lazy now because I know I can do it, and my new goal this year is to have people ask me to rebook. But if you're just starting out and you're like, I need to, work on rebooking my clients, find out when there's important dates in their lives. So one thing I'll do is okay, so your birthday's coming up this time, or oh, do you need to be smooth for Easter, or do you have another dance concert coming up, or do you have, because the more you talk to your clients, you'll know things about them, and so you'll be able to say, oh, do you need to be smooth for this if you do waxing, or I know I massage on here. If you do massage, oh, do you need to will you need a massage after this dance performance, those kind of things. Like, I'd ask those questions. Another thing I learned with rebooking is making a schedule in the room. So when I was first like trying to get good at rebooking, is I would say, like, say that person needed to come in for their underarms every 2 weeks, but they needed to come in for their Brazilian every 4 weeks. Then I would say, okay, so ideally I want to see you every 2 weeks. We'll do your underarms, and then the next time we'll do your Brazilian and underarms. I know that you have school on this and day, so would Saturday work for you, and would Tuesdays work for you? So instead of asking, oh, do you want to rebook, I'm asking, does this time work for you? So those are ways to improve at your rebooking, because basically once you're on your own, you really need to be rebooking people, so that way your books are full for the next month, because you're not hourly anymore. And so does that make sense? Use a certain program to keep this info. I use Acuity. I really like Acuity. I know you came in a little bit before I was talking about the mini course and setting up your booking system, but Acuity, it's the booking system, so they can automatically rebook. And what I've learned, because I did have a oh, you use Acuity. Oh, perfect. So you know about it. Yeah, so what I learned, and what I've learned to do too, is, so with Acuity you can book with your credit card. But if you have your so then I'd be like, oh, well, you can just book online. Da da da. What I started saying was, oh, if your credit card's already in the system, then we can just book you out. And I really do that a lot in December, because it gets busy. And now I'm doing a lot because I am moving to a new location and my hours are different. So I'm encouraging everyone to book 2 to 3 appointments out, because it's about to get really busy with my new schedule. But yeah, so I use Acuity. And that's one thing on notes. I'm glad you brought that up. I massage for LA. Taking notes on information that you do with your clients is so important. And I truthfully I do get lazy with this. Like, I do get lazy, but when you do it, it makes such a difference, because you can go back to it, especially with facials. Like, if you can write, okay, I did this, we did this, then you can go back and say, okay, this worked really well. You can just follow up, especially when you're following up with your clients. Like, if you have all those notes, you're just winning. I used to do this with when I worked for the first time. So there's 2 times that I worked for a large wax franchise. One time in college, and then afterwards when I moved to California after college. And I would take the first time when I was in college, I would write each person. This was not the most effective way, but it worked. I would write people's name and then write little notes about them and those kind of things on like little pieces of paper and update it. And it helped me a lot, just to know, because sometimes you have so many clients that you don't remember things. So I would write, like, if they had something going on, any special occasion, if their reasoning for why they weren't exfoliating, so I could bring it up. Yeah, so that's just a side note on notes. I'm glad you brought that up, because One, it's something good to do that I think helps a lot of estheticians, especially in the beginning. And it's something I definitely need to get back on top of. Hey, Light Bright. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show. So, the first one is retail. The second one is rebooking. The third one is get really good at your specialty. So, my specialty is brows and Brazilians. That's what 3B Waxing stands for, Becca's Brows and Brazilians. If you can find the thing that you know you're going to be doing a lot of and you get really good at it, before you go off on your own, I think that's what's going to build a lot of success. Because if you're really trying to master something that you're doing a lot of while you're trying to run a business, it's a lot. When I opened up 3B Waxing, my focus was on, oh, I need a market. Oh, I need to supply the stuff. Like, it was all on like back office stuff. And I didn't really focus much on, oh, I need to do this better for Brazilian, because I had really mastered it. I saw in a client the other day, I was like, I honestly think I could do a Brazilian drunk and do a really good Brazilian. And I was like, not that I'm going to do that, but she was like, actually, that makes me feel confident that you're really good. And I was like, but I do think that if you focus on getting really good at what you want to do a lot of before you go on your own, that will just be like, oh, I can just do this. And then you can worry about, marketing and that kind of stuff, because you do have to learn marketing when you go out on your own. The next one is, so we said retail, rebooking, master your specialty. And this one's so important, and I'm honestly in a period of my life where I have to do this right now, is find your mental health habits that work for you. So the reason I say this is because when you, at least from my experience, and I've talked to other people who own businesses, is that sometimes you can just be so consumed in your business where there's no break between your life and the business. Hey, Liv. Welcome to the 3B Waxing Show, where there's no break of like, oh, this is my life. It's like all runs together and you don't have any boundaries, and it's just crazy. So, and I think it's, at least for me, it was easier to have mental health, taking care of my mental health when I worked for someone else, because I knew, there was a paycheck and, there's a lot more confidence. So I would say find the things that help you. Personally, for me, I'm a true dancer at heart. I grew up dancing in church. I've always danced, and if I dance, I feel a lot better about my life. I just can make it through. So find the things that work. If journaling works for you, even scheduling time with your family. I have had to learn to make time for certain things, because when you run a business or just, our marketing and all that stuff, sometimes you're just like, oh, I need things to happen. I need to be doing something all the time. I know before, until recently, I felt that way. And now I realize, I need to relax. Things are going to, come. Things are going to start happening. I don't need to be doing something all the time. And when you're in a good space, you just do better. You're just going to, perform better. You'll be a better esthetician to your clients. I was just saying to someone today, because I'm moving locations, I'm basically downsizing. And I said, I'm going to have a little less stress off me, so that way I can be more creative. And there's times when I'm more creative that I come up with things for my clients. It's it happens so many times where I'll be like, oh, let's do this and this, and it'll be really good for my client. It's just because I'm in a good headspace and I'm happy. So I would say find the things, just write a list of things that make you, your best or make you the happiest, and make sure you schedule those into your life, even when you're starting your salon suite. Because I know I definitely overworked myself. I was telling my mother-in-law this weekend that I was doing 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. days with no lunch break. And that's not healthy. Like, that's not healthy. I'll tell you right now. So, yeah, those are the 4 I have for you is retail, rebook, know your specialty, and get really good at master it. And then your mental health. Know what gets your mind right, and really make sure you focus on taking some time out to really work on your mental health. This is what I got. So if you have any questions, drop them below about this topic or anything you want to bring up. That's what I got for you. For those of you just joined, I'm Becca, pro waxer and skin therapist since 2010. I help people remove unwanted hair, acne, discoloration, ingrowns through chemical peels and full body waxing. And I also help estheticians start their own product line, start their own salon suite, help them attract clients, and help them improve their waxing. And then I also have my own product line that's been sold in the US, the UK, Canada, and the AE. So nice. I can use all those. Oh, good. I'm glad. Thanks for letting me know if it was useful. So I'm glad you guys been on here. I know I'm a little... My energy is still good. It's just been a busy day, a full day. A full good day of getting things done, using my energy. That's just what's going on. So, I don't have an offer today, but I do, if you do want to stay connected with me, grab the Attract Clients freebie. And then I did mention the 20 ways to start your own product line. You can grab that too. But I just hope you guys have a blessed night. And really, I will say, really just focus on what makes you happy. Hey, glimpse of love. Do you help massage therapists start their product lines? So I have helped them with my old book. So my old book used to have a good question. So my old book used to have the steps to start your own product line, and then it had 2 vendors. So it did help massage therapists because, it gave the steps, and then it also, the vendor had like cleansers, because some people were into like doing a cleanser for their clients before they massage them. But I discontinued that book for multiple reasons. I stopped working with that lab. I also wanted to really focus on helping people with the steps to their product line. So now I have the product line video. And yes, I know this is a long answer to your question, but I do want to explain. Yes, I do. So it would be the product line video that I actually came out with in January, and it goes through the steps of doing things. And I don't do a vendor anymore just because I stopped using that vendor, and I want people to do their own research and stuff like that, but it goes through not having products to having products. So I do have that video. I don't have it on the 3BWAXING site. You can just DM me. I'm selling it right now for $20.20 because it just came out in January. So I've been selling that, but regularly it will be $197. So just DM me if you want to grab it, and then just PayPal me, and then I can add you to the video. Hope that answers your question. Yeah, so have a good night. Thanks for joining. And then I will be on tomorrow doing some Q&A, because Thursdays are Q&A about waxing, skincare, esthetician education. And then Friday will be all about nose waxing. So, guys, have a blessed night, and I will talk to you next time.